Scorpio, welcome back for your soulmate update. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. And also we will be launching a new channel as of January 2019. The information is directly below. And if you do wish to join this channel, we have live sessions connected to soulmate, twin flame path, astrology, etc. And I do give away free readings. Now, if you're wanting a booking, the link is below. And we'll have a look at the energy that's coming through for you guys. This is a follow-on from the previous video, so feel free to have a look at the previous ones in relation to what is moving forward for you when Venus goes direct. Now, during that time, Mercury is going retrograde. Now, this can, on the day, cause issues with technology, communication, mishaps, accidents, things not flowing correctly in a sense, but also with the frequency of Jupiter moving directly into its home sign from your zodiac sign into Sagittarius, there is a transformation happening. Now, what happens for the Scorpion frequency is we go in, we do the work, we see the darker aspects of everything that perhaps isn't working. And then it comes out and it comes on the table for being dealt with. Some of it's still hidden, but directly being shown to us. And I always say universe gives us 3 warnings. Then it moves to the point as Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, it's direct action. Now that is the frequency moving through to 2019. So many of us won't directly have new connections coming through. It will be more, we'll be dealing with old frequencies. And fixing dynamics. So this reading is for those of you who are together and perhaps conflict that might come through, or, you know, beautiful things, however it goes. And others of you who are waiting for this soulmate frequency to evolve, and they could currently be in a karmic connection, and the energies can bounce. Currently, Scorpio, where you stand in the past was perhaps you were sensitive, and you have definitely changed. Some of the things that happened, perhaps you feel now with who you are, you would have dealt with very differently. It can be that you're quite shocked by your transformation. And it's like you don't know who that person was anymore. So if anyone's judging you based on who you were before, yes, you might have been, you know, down. I'm not feeling that energy anymore. That down frequency has really helped you evolve, and it is what it is, I hear, but you're very surprised that you've matured with how you handle stress, with how you handle BS. Currently moving forward, you're not taking any hostages. You're like, okay, are you with me or aren't you? Are you being manipulative? Aren't you? You know, you've got hawk eyes on situations. It may be you're having to be very cautious, and there might be a surprise attack coming up in relation to how you're seeing something from the past moving forward. In the future, you wish to have a very happy beginning. You have an idea in mind. This can be business, this can be love, it can be in what you're wanting to create. Because perhaps where you stand right now, you perhaps haven't received the rewards, the respect. And it doesn't have to be connected to the soulmate, but it can be in general. Your finances, getting them in order and getting your life where you want it to be so you can have this grandeur. How other people at the moment are influencing you, it may be not at all. Because it may be that you're really avoiding certain people and going into hermit mode to do this reflective mode. I do hear that you guys are keeping your cards very close to your chest. I don't feel it's paranoia. I feel you're highly receptive to frequencies at the moment, and especially come the 16th. Be very cautious. The movement forward is you're going to directly deal with anyone who's been manipulative towards you, and you could have quite a sharp sting towards them in relation to them not doing the work, not putting their 50-50 in connections, be it friends, the current partner, whoever around you is going to mess with you. Ouch. I would step aside. Be cautious you within your own frequency. You don't wish to have regrets connected to it after the fact, which is possible. How you're seeing your partner. This is past tense partner or current one you're in. In the past there were delays, or there was something that went wrong that you really didn't expect. and you had a lot of hope in the connection. Moving forward, you currently feel that still to a degree they're in a mental prison. You do feel that it's a facade that they, you know, and you're wondering if they're in their mind about another person or if they're hiding something. But I feel they're not being an enemy. I feel this is an old frequency coming through. And moving forward, okay, another energy. They feel you have feelings about it and haven't let it go, or the energies on the other side where they have an inkling that perhaps it needs to be, they're looking at it from when the relationship was in the beginning, whereas you've evolved. So there's a few messages coming through. They had no intent to be your enemy in any shape or form in the connection. They want to take it back to the innocence stage, and perhaps for a time they did. They also feel you're disconnecting, and it feels like a repeat in their head. But the energies again can swap back and forth. But moving forward, I do feel that they're going to need to recoup. What are they needing to recoup from? It might be you two aren't talking, because you've got the hermit mode frequency that I'm picking. How people are influencing your partner or your soulmate. There's going to be upheaval. There could be negative influences around them that are transforming this situation, but it is going to be a change for the better. And I think that's not what you're seeing. That anything that you were seeing in the past, there is going to be an end of that cycle. Okay, so if you're fearing it's repeating, it's saying no. And it can be past times and things they were doing. Not being around you as much, or a spiritual journey that they've been taking. It hasn't quite ended yet, but it will. The journey's coming to an end in a sense of that. However that be between your connection. It could be that this was a karmic cycle that you were in order to learn and grow, and it could be reaching its end point. Others of you, this could be those of you who are in a separate connection and you're wondering what's happening with this individual. They're going through a transformation. Both parties are directly going through transformations. Okay. How you're feeling is you feel that you felt it was unconnected or unstable. You did feel there was an injustice in the past, and you're being careful, especially in your financial domain, Scorpio, because you're concerned about a home, you know. And in your love domain, it's not coming together somehow. And moving forward, you're tired of doing the work or a direct job or the connection, it not working. So you're really lagging on that at the moment emotionally. What you're seeing is feeling the neglect of certain situations or the spiritual connection between you. It can also be the bad luck that you've directly had with certain things, and there's a time frame. I don't know why I'm hearing connected to car. What you want to see change, I feel it's your employment. I feel it's your finances, your rank, or your status, or the way in which they look at you. You just want the whole equation to change. You want the happiness to come back. You don't want to be up in your head about these things any longer. Your intentions are to diffuse any conflict and gossip, and the gossip is directly impacting you. So anything that happened between the two of you in the past is really impacting both you and their frequency. So if you're trying to get the balance back in the connection, you need to block the white noise out. And I feel with both of you, to a degree, you're doing that. Some of you, again, might be selling a home and wanting to move forward, or looking at home-related dynamics and, you know, cutting your losses emotionally connected to these external people can be connected to the connection. The possible outcome, again, very concerned about cash. So if you guys are in a connection and you're not happy, you're concerned about home, your partner in their financial sphere, they're working pretty hard. They're not worried about their friendships. You might feel they're not worried about their friendships. When it comes to home, they're not in this connection for home. They're in it for love. They're also with their path forward. But they've sort of been at this frequency, you know, where, and I feel this energy has been for them personally for a while. They've been down. They've been down in their life. Working hard for the money, I hear. They do have a lot of love, and they are wanting to give love. Okay, interesting. If you guys had a break and you reunited, interesting. They're working hard so they can reconnect with you. Separate energy. If you guys are partnered, you may have had a breakup and returned to each other separately. They may be thinking about a separate person. Only for some of you, not all of you. But there is an aspect of reunion, so it has to be, yeah, wanting to be the man and reuniting. So it can just be to bring this all together, or that there is an insinuendo of perhaps you guys deciding to go separate ways. But it will be a mutual thing. It won't be stolen. It'll be a mutual thing, a conversation. But in relation to movement forward, there is theft, and it is saying to remove theft. So it's like the communication I feel will happen. But you need to be careful how you communicate, because it's going to affect it. Especially with home or finances. Just be careful this week, guys. Otherwise, feel free to book a reading. I will be live on the channel during the month. I'm trying to get these done in time so I can come on live. So if you do have a direct question, feel free. See you soon.